Hello everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, middle school students. I'm Ethan, and today you're about to indulge your little eyes into my iMovie project about overpopulation in Pakistan. You ready? You about to get your little minds blown.
Let's start out with some geography. Pakistan is located in the Middle East, next to Afghanistan and India. The capital of Pakistan is Islamabad. Next, let's talk about population history. The first recorded population in Pakistan was in 1890, with a total population of about 18 million. Then, in the 1900s, the population was about 19 million. And then, around the 2000s, it dramatically increased to about 141 million people. Today, Pakistan has about 193 million people living in the country today. And for the future prediction, by 2050, they should have a total population of 260 million people. Let's talk about some of the events that resulted in a decline in population in Pakistan. The first one is the Indian-Pakistani War, which took place in 1947 and ended in 1965. The second one was government corruption. That was around 1996 that led to some misrule and caused a bunch of riots, which also led to people losing their lives. The last one is religious groups that leave Pakistan. And the major one is Hinduism. Hindus migrated out of Pakistan to India because that's where the whole Hinduism religion started, was in India. And it left the Muslims in Pakistan. Let's talk about a couple of events that led to an increase in population in Pakistan. The first one's the economy. Once the war was over, the economy picked back up, and with that, people started to live better lives, and they were actually wealthy. So with more money, they could have more children because they could actually afford it. The second one is an increase in food for people, since during the war, food was a massive shortage. But now, not so much, which means people can live healthier lives. The last one is the floods. Pakistan, in the past couple of years, have encountered a bunch of floods, really bad ones. But now, they haven't had a flood in a year or so, so they rebuilt. And with that, they can actually, stay in one place and live good lives. Let's talk about some causes and effects. Wait, hold up. That's better. Alright, let's talk about some causes and effects of overpopulation in Pakistan. First one is desire for sons. Pretty much what that means is that people in that country, for your land to be passed down, like to your children and stuff, or to be carried on throughout life, has to go to another man. So a father needs to have a son for that to happen. Pretty much they could have 7 daughters, and if they haven't had a son yet and the dad's about to pass away, he's probably going to keep having children until he gets a son, if he wants his land, and all that stuff to keep going. Second one is inconsistent government policies, saying abortion's legal and then changing it so it's illegal, and all that confusing stuff like free contraceptives or not to pay for them or stuff like that. And the last one is migration. People come, people go, who knows what reasons, religion, family in other countries, stuff like that. Now, some effects of those would be population. Since it's, increasing, there'll be more pollution. More pollution, bad air, bad environment, all that special jazz. Second one is civil wars and corruption. Pretty much, with a lot of people, with overcrowded streets and everything, one person may start a fight with somebody, then it might break out into some uber big fight in the street, a riot, or when something happens with the government and a riot breaks out, the whole streets are gonna be wars. And the last one is sickness. One person gets sick, that'll eventually carry on to one person, and it'll spread throughout the whole country, giving it to everybody, which is always good, because you know how that goes. And some solutions that have been attempted, or are still being pushed, are contraceptives, those being free, And that's been happening, you know, for the past 10 years. People have been trying to get them to be free and all that. And then what's good about this one is there's a bunch of representatives behind it. There's a lot of people that are pushing for free contraceptives, you know, not just in Pakistan, like all over the world and stuff, to prevent overpopulation. And I wouldn't really say it was successful yet, you know, they're still pushing it, they're still trying to get it, but it's really close to actually being successful. And some things that like be stopping them or like pushing them back, saying no, is not everybody wants free contraceptives. I don't know why though, like that's kind of dumb if you ask me. And then another one would be like the one-child law. You know, China has that, where one family's restricted to having only one child, which, you know, I could see, but I mean, if you have enough money and you want to have more children instead of just one, because, you know, I think one sounds kind of boring if you ask me, they should go ahead and do it, but it's whatever. And they've been pushing for that one for the past 5 years, and it's kind of the same thing. There's a lot of people for it, but there's, you know, there's some people against it as well. So, and it's not, same thing as contraceptives, it's not successful yet. It's still being pushed, you know, so it's getting there if it is going to, you know, succeed. And, you know, the only bad part is I could not see this being used in this country because of its culture and everything. What solution would I propose to Pakistan to solve overpopulation? Well, I'd simply just say contraceptives. My 3 reasons why, you know, free, you don't have to waste money on it, saves you money for like any other reason, and lastly, you know, it's convenient. You can get them free, be done with them, easy solution. Hope you enjoyed my movie.